Show me love, show me love. I don't want to leave your side one moment, no. I don't want to be your sins anymore. Every day you make me want. Show me how you feel inside. Girl, I cannot read your mind. I am not telepathic. For your love, I feel like an addict. Tell me what I could do. Tell me what I could do. Yeah, I'm addicted. Anything you want me for do. Anything you want me for do. It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I don't go shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you.
I'm not gonna let you go. Can you get a thing with a make man crow? You got a kiss to my eye, kiss to my eye, yeah. I'm not gonna let you go. Can you get a thing with a make man go? You got a kiss to my eye, kiss to my eye. And you know it's time I go there by you. If you want to go buy for you, because I swear I live for you, live for you, live for you. It's you want to there for you. It's you want to go buy for you. Yeah, it's time I go stand by you, baby.
It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I don't go shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you. Let's build castles. I'm done building sandcastles. Let's pop bottles. We are done fighting those battles. With you alone, I want to leave and build a home. If you not give me loving, tell me body me feel so cold. Whenever I see you, I fall in love all over again. Girl, it must be you. Hurt me, I wish mama there. Show me how you feel inside. Girl, I cannot read your mind. I am not telepathic. For your love, I feel like an addict. Tell me what I could do. Tell me what I could do. Yeah, I'm addicted. Anything you want me for do. Anything you want me for do. It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I don't go shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you. Baby, show me love, show me love. I don't want to leave your side one moment, no. I don't want to be your sins anymore. Every day you make me want. Show me how you feel inside. Girl, I cannot read your mind. I am not telepathic. For your love, I feel like an addict. Tell me what I could do. Tell me what I could do. Yeah, I'm addicted. Anything you want me for do. Anything you want me for do. It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I don't go shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you.
I'm not gonna let you go. Can you get a thing with a make man crow? You got a kiss to my eye, yeah. I'm not gonna let you go. Can you get a thing with a make man crow? You got a kiss to my eye, kiss to my eye. And you know it's time I go there by you. If you want to go buy for you, because I swear I live for you, live for you, live for you. It's you want to there for you. It's you want to go buy for you. Yeah, it's time I go stand by you, baby.
It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I don't go shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you. Let's build castles. I'm done building sandcastles. Let's pop bottles. We are done fighting those battles. With you alone, I want to leave and build a home. If If you not give me loving, tell me body me feel so good. Whenever me I see you, I fall in love all over again. Girl, it must be you. Hear me, I wish mama there. Show me how you feel inside. Girl, I cannot read your mind. I am not telepathic. For your love, I feel like an addict. Tell me what I could do. Tell me what I could do. Yeah, I'm addicted. Anything you want me for do. Anything you want me for do. It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I don't go shame for tell you how I feel for you, for you. Hey, girl, now you.
Okay, welcome. Today, we're not going to waste a whole lot of time. We're just going to discuss some issues and probably call it a night. Welcome to another session. It's a lovely day, even though it's very hot outside, and I just can't face outside right now. It's very hot, and especially in Florida, and we all know it's tropical like in Sierra Leone, and after work it's inside. I don't have time to even go outside after work. I come home, sleep, and just spend time in the house. I don't have time to go out right now. It's too very hot. Climate change is really, 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 on the move. But if you have time to go outside, you know it's. I don't know about if you're in the United States. I don't know where you are, but where I'm in Florida, it's extremely hot. Yesterday was better. When I mean better, it's not that it's the weather is fine, but at least it's a little bit not too hot like the other days. And today is worst. Today is very hot. I tried going outside. I wanted to take a walk. I couldn't make it. So I'd rather stay in and probably stay in the gym. Probably go to the gym and just do some workout. But as I said, welcome again to another session. Glad you for make as soon again come in for participate in the issues of Sierra Leone. With democracy, the existence of democracy, what they do now for whole institutions, they're accountable. When I mean it's every institution, including the NEC, where they call the ECSL, I'll continue for calling the NEC, because probably we change to ECSL and I will see a whole lot of trouble begin for camp. But the institution of democracy now for all institutions saying accountable. For let we see institutions saying, able for perform the duties then we then give them for perform. And one of the biggest arm of democracy now the Parliament, whether the United States will call Congress now, other places they call them Parliament, other places they get the episode. But I think Parliament is the greatest institution saying we're supposed for uphold democratic tenets and democratic principles saying. If Parliament fail for uphold the tenets of democracy, then forget it. That nation is doomed. I can tell you that nation is doomed. When Parliament, we're supposed for stand out. We're supposed for when institutions, other smaller institutions, they make mistakes. Parliament now then for all the institutions and they're accountable because they are representatives of the entire nation coming together. If Parliament fail for performing in duty, for ensure that these institutions are held accountable for performance, then forget it. that nation is doomed. That nation is leading to hell. That's the basic truth. I don't know how to hide it. That's the basic truth. Democracy, they work by on itself. No, there is no way democracy they work by itself. Democracy, they use a tool. There is a tool where they propel democracy for work well. There's always that tool. And those tools where democracy they use work properly, those tools are not good. Those tools they don't work. In fact, they are outdated. How do you expect democracy to perform? How do you expect democracy for uphold? There's no way. But once you see people then begin, contravene some of them, then tenants they are so, then dictates they are so. Know that democracy is going to a downward hill. It's going down. Because these are the tools that will help to enhance, the structures the way they don't lay down. For strengthening their structures in there. So if this same we don't set up for uphold democracy, they are not performing well, then forget it. Forget it. We are doomed. We are doomed. And that is what is happening to Africa. Not only Sierra Leone. It is happening to the entire Africa. The giants of Africa, what we call giants of Africa, they don't squash democracy. You understand? It's like those tools we're supposed to uphold democracy. Now the same tools these African leaders they use for squash democracy. It's sad. Now the other way around. Why is other countries like the United States? Every quarter they mention, America self get a problem. Look the elections. Oh yes, yes. Because of one man and a group of people that will come together and feel say, you understand, democracy is not working. Oh well, this not the work. But the institutions, the electoral institutions in America say it better. They said you lost. All what you're saying is gimmish, it's rubbish. The institutions are working well, and the institutions they show the entire American nation say then they work well. Because if the institution they don't be they work well in America, trust me, like Trump before don't be president back. They can't see where the institution they not the work that alone. Madam Yo became president back. Even though I would never recognize him as president. Unless if it take 5 years, I would never recognize him. But we see how the institutions in America, they operate, the electoral institutions, everywhere, every state, it operates well. They're not able for contravene, they're not able for make the institutions that they bend. Look, Georgia. Look what happened at Georgia. Even though now a Republican state, Democrats they win there. They do everything possible for make make sure say that thing they take them out of Democrat. But it didn't work because the institutions that they work well, the institutions that they operate well, and so they're not able to do anything. I remember going at the Democratic office in 2020 and meet their issues and they and all of them things and then they put records in place, put all things in place and everything for forward them. Everybody was working tooth and nail for saying you cannot destroy democracy. Yes, democracy was in peril here in America. Yes, but you know what happened? Democracy prevailed here. It prevailed. Democracy overcame. So anybody when they tell you, oh well, look America, no, yeah, democracy prevailed. The institutions were able to tell the public, say, no, waiting the way they talk, not true. Look at the result. That is what we want Corner for do. Corner, if APC say they win the elections or this election also Amada be no winner, pull the results. Tell the people that say, what the APC they say na lies. But if you hold on to the result, you say nobody no get right for ask you. Oh yes, we have the right for ask you, Corner. Take out the result. You know what to make a set them premise there also. I dey set the premise because I want to talk about Abass Bundu. So I dey begin for set the premise. Let una know how they go. So let una understand how they go. So you no go come back and begin ask questions, unnecessary questions. So I dey set the premise there now about democracy. I don't set the premise about the United States. I don't set the premise about Corner for removing the utility like how the United States do when they go to Pennsylvania. Trump say he win Pennsylvania. They go they pull the record say. They go to court. They win the day. They go to other states here. Georgia. They don't succeed at Georgia. So tell me, what you want for make an excuse? What kind of excuse you want for make? Example, where you want for give to America when we know say yeah, democracy prevailed. Yes, democracy was hit badly, but it prevailed. It shows that democracy they operate now. Yeah. So what you want for talk? So now we'll go to Abass Bundu. That days here, so yesterday now, yesterday now for don't come up with this, but I mean, sit down and they do some retrospective thinking, and they try for see how they able for put one and one together. Because me, I can want for give somebody a fair trial. You understand? The statement they will make, I want for give you a fair trial. I want for make you hang yourself, and I look all waiting Abass Bundu say in press conference. I realized that this man, a man with desperate, is so desperate to a point wherein he can use anything, any tool, for make it get what he wants. Remember first, this man, they may not seize the house where Mother Bioka take the house again, take other things again. Where them don't cease from. So all what they do now for ensure that he maintain them properties then they for ensure that he able for he able for do the bidding of Mother Bio because he don't do him a favor. He don't do him a favor. That are the first thing you get for realize. If Abass Bundu they come, you say you want the APC parliamentarians and come na parliament, but you know what? Some of us sometimes at the end of politics, at the end of everything, this let APC mistake. They say we not just go until they don't tell me in the IB Kagbo, who else? Ibrahim Bundu, with somebody else, and then they go see the how you call them in the Abass Bundu. We not the worry. We dey na small corner. We the Sierra say we dey na small corner. Sometimes we want let SLPP dey na here forever. If we na mistake, go na that parliamentary because this is the majority of the people who vote for the APC. Now they say we na not go there. Then make what people they talk. Oh well, the people they are there for, but the people said don't go. But the people they say so. I don't know who's rubbish when they talk. For tell people that say, oh well, now the people that vote for una, but the same people that vote for APC, now the same people that they say don't go there. The majority, almost 90% of the people who voted for APC say don't go to parliament. So who that they go represent? Not to the people If the people they say we not go there. So who that now you for begin? But you see now gimmicks there, now words there, now things the way that they use for cajole people there. for cajole parliamentarians. No. But the parliamentarians, they know. They know because they go visit them people and then people don't tell them, say, don't go there. When I not go there, even the one the way literate, they tell them, say, when I not go there. Let them go there. Let's see what will happen. They go snub, the people go snub the APC. Trust me, they will snub you guys. We are waiting. Trust me, we are really waiting for Leona go there. But Abass Bundu make some submissions. For I know they give you all things. I know they put them in layers. And they put all what they discuss in layers. You know, the first layer, it talk about, you know, APC in court one, how, you know, it takes one man for pull them come out and care them go to court, you know, for make them bring sanity kind of APC, it takes one man. That's it, they talk about this foolish guy. Not even calling him, but we all Sabiam. You know, even the NRM and all of them today. America, they tell people, they say, you joke with these people again, the NRM. You joke with them. Those people will sit down, they na that group form themselves, then call themselves the NRM. Una sit down, una joke with them back as APC. Una joke with them. Una sit down, una laugh with them back. What them go bring, go pass what happen so. Begin talk about NRM and this foolish guy where they come now they able for bring sanity come now the APC and all of them things. Can you imagine somebody will say you know the daddy for everybody, you know daddy for, you know, I don't care whether now you party that one day, but you don't become daddy now for every political party now inside parliament. Begin chastise the APC force, say things that we're not supposed to. So, you know, anybody when they negotiate on issues, be careful what you they say, because you can be exempted from being a negotiator. There are certain things that the way something happen. Be careful what you they say, the words the way they say. If you know say you know one arm with them go for call tomorrow for negotiate. Be careful what you they say. What the other person they say, you know say, because when you say you don't exempt yourself from that negotiation there. And I will talk and say, anybody within a civil society, they don't qualify for campaign any negotiation. Nobody, none of them. Because they have said words, they have made statements against people there, against a political party. You cannot allow that kind of person there for can sit down in negotiation. It's not possible. Anybody will don't make a statement against a political party, against people that ways are supposed to can sit down. You know, what makes some issues, I mean, they wait for this and he rejects some people, they say no, they're not for dinner, some negotiations. You know, allow them. He said, no, go sit down with them. You know why? Because these people have made statements there. Be careful when you're in authority. When you know, say, at the end of the day, you are one of those people that will get for call upon. Be careful what you they say. Because what you they say, they can't haunt you back. It don't condemn, it don't do say that. Then, the next layer, the man begin, you know, venerate certain people there now. One people they begin venerate there, like them Mohamed Bangu are there. People there, you know, they want to know when they side the SLPP, not the APC. Then the third layer, there he begin threatening now, say, he give them days there. But you know, people then they misunderstand them days there, you know, that they count by actual days. No, not to by actual days. I know them, I don't be seeing them what it is, but I just want to give people the correction. Not to actual days, then they count. Then they count the cities there, 30 cities there. Where the man say 30 days, it not mean say they count by days, say, you know, from the day where they sit, begin count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. That is not it. I don't see a lot of media there that they misunderstand. No, not to 30 consecutive days. Now 30 consecutive sittings then. I hope you don't understand what they say. 30 sittings. Where Parliament sit 30 times, that 30 days that one day. That 1 month. Not the way the month they go to reach that where them start the what they call ball rolling from the Parliament. They will reach there. No, not to that day. If the citizen they go to 5 years, you know, this 30, they still qualify I hope they understand. I don't they talk am. Where we all understand, because I don't see some media and they say, oh, you don't left almost days now. They begin count downwards. It is not so. Go back and read, the parliamentary procedures there and everything, when they get there, and the constitution, what you say. So it is not 30 days, the actual days there in the month, but 30 sittings there in parliament. Number 1 sitting, 2 sitting, 3 sitting, 4 sitting, 30 sittings there. Now they call about 1 month. So while we understand, probably the parliamentarians they win for the first time as they win understand, let them understand this also. But when you begin throw threats like that one day, you know what they do? It resolve the people their minds. It make let them get a resolve. It make them for make their heart strong. Let put it that way. Let we all understand. We call it the same thing resolve. You make the heart strong. You make them they're not even they listen what you talk. Because one, the things that you don't do before you even come to that stage there, then the fourth layer now they begin build them back. After we don't threaten them, they begin building. You think this are first days where mama what they do for study with them they give you that what they call they get name for them every Saturday or something like that. One bitter medicine with them they give. You get a lump sugar there. Now me mama na the lump sugar first they give you. We give the lump sugar that sweet they did na more they give now. Let drink. They feel like pass the sweet don't they begin feel the bitter now. If you say that the Abass Bundu one for you, they work with these people. They work. What the citizenry will vote for the APC. Now they say una no good. So would that now you for can't tell the person back say, oh you exempt your citizens in a parliament. The citizens say they're not good. Abass Bundu would that you? Whose integrity where a man like this gets? A man where everybody don't see Tololi in a public. Everybody don't see Tololi in a public. Whose integrity where this man get, Abass Bundu? Will tell me about? You tell me. You in a SLBP. Tell me which integrity that man get. In Baksai all they na do. In Baksai they na do. In Tololi all everybody we all see in Tololi. That's small picking they all. It's sorry that some people they can make them picking and they look them thing and they in the media. But would they not see them that man in Tololi in public? Everybody don't see her. Backside old man, small picking, I go video small picking. We're able for born. Go video. Now that man they get integrity. That man with integrity that one day. But they are if that country they like he don't resign. Me, if not me, I swear to God, if not me, I dey resign. I dey resign because it's a shame. But you get specific set of people, you see that name Bundu, it gets swear. Just like when the name Muhammad gets swear. You understand? Everybody with the name Muhammad, you understand? One day way better. But the majority of them, they get swear. I tell you. Now the same thing with this name Bundu. Watch only one they will get last name Bundu. Check there. I know they say one no they way better. One they way better. But check there on they always get Bundu name. Most of them they get swear. Check there. I want to check there. Who get them in the United States? Check all you want they will get Bundu last name. Then get swear. Check there with the West there. Let's see what they do to the West there. Look Ibrahim Bundu. Look at no more. You could tell me if that name day, you not get swear. There were two na famble there. You tololi all done they na do. You tololi they na do. You backside all the show and do. Almost 80-year-old man. If na me, I dey resign. I swear I dey resign. If na overseas, let them country how they so. Western world, Europe, yeah, they Australia, they don't resign. They resign, then they left. It is shame back, it is shame for showing face in the public. But Salona pride, the man of pride, he didn't parliament back, they hail him back. When the man is I don't know how for Tamam, the name of for Giam, you know. All right, China Bundu. Ah, God, I tell you. Don't call all them Bundu there. Just name them. I don't want me na Facebook, na WhatsApp. Like the same thing. Bundu. Any Bundu, when see they get swear. Any Bundu. One exceptional cases in there. Then they will say, don't they call Mohammed name, you get exceptional cases. But the majority of Mohammed, they get problem. I went to school with some of them. I mean, get two of them Mohammed, whether them is sober. They're sober past the other and they all. But all the Mohammed they want to go school with the Albert Academy, most of them, they all been get swear. We get problem at school. And we get two no more. We'll be better off. The one day Australia now. The other one on the side again. But they've been better. All the other day. And most of them, papa them can get money. But hey, they don't make use of that privilege they will get. I made them go school about academy. Bundu name. Now a name where it gets some kind course spanner. Now put not to swear, say get course. You get course spanner. You don't parade the Tololi na public, na media. No media when them know the past they on Facebook there and this and that. But all their WhatsApp group they were there. They don't parade this being turned back, then begin parade that man named Tololi na the media. And the man they will get integrity. Anyway, SFPP una don't try. SFPP. Now nobody. Una don't try. Anyway. Yeah, the dog is. If you don't give or resign, I'll tell you now about Al Franklin, Democrat. I think that New York or San Francisco, one part the two states there. Why I say San Francisco? I call it. You know, but it's like New York. Probably in New York. For just go attempt for church woman breast, one journalist in breast. Now, a member of he resigned. In your party, the for don't be an pastor he resigned. But not to intolerate now just for go mistake, that attempt for church woman breast. They show the picture. He resigned he left Check that record, see. Yeah, they don't joke with it. They need joke with her. Now salon, now they joke with her. That man not for doing a public office again. He shouldn't. He shouldn't be in a public office. All Parliament down there over almost 8 years, eh? You totally the outside, na the media. You totally outside there. With the abo big bull Salona play with the play force. We didn't play cage force. Ah, man like that one day. Na integrity that day. Any side we go, any side that tell a public office like go now over because they all don't get her. Every side now overseas, they get in Tololi. And want to a good pan now for keeper. Some of us who get data bank. Some of us who get the bank there will get, They keep information, they keep and they they ever watching down there. Anytime and they pull her. Everybody gets her. Who they will not keep down the data, bank. Everybody don't keep her in bank. Who that get bank? Don't keep her. Any opportunity will come, pull her. Yeah? If I meet that name Pekin, I go be ashamed of myself. I go hide my face in shame. But these are the guys the way now they get power in a salon now. You know, when I they look that in life don't dawn. If now in life don't dawn, you don't get life again. You don't go ever get respect again. You don't go show yourself in that public places the way where respectable people are there. You know they ever show yourself there because you don't mess up. From where Al Franklin lost. Remember a small children that man do for just attempt for church woman breast. From where lost. We know you again media. You know they see on the media, we know they see any side. But a salon no more they happen. That man they go function them back. They go make they bluff back. For me, why go na them function? Then why they look you from head to foot. Now you nakedness at the see. Now you tall only at the see. You waste that you winnie waste. Now they see. But you have a big bow, on the left bow. How they look yourself like saying that person is serious? Why they look you? That you tall only where they pull the door. Now they see. But they are bow. Now respectable people that they want and they. We don't get respect for them and they are big. But don't go to other tier. But I tell you one thing. The APC, if they mistake, they say they know they go because the world who don't live, people they're good for disappoint people. So I know they even talk like they know they go there. No. I know they tell them say if you not go there will be consequences. Mark me what? We don't know how people are bitter right now. Let the APC they say that they go to that Parliamentary. Now the time when I go know something. Now the time when I go know some of us when our life it don't miserable. We will not mind again. No go salon again because we know say when SPP come back when SPP we will be still threats to people. So some of us will just count we out because we go behind we not go ever win election as a country. We not go ever. Trust me. Before that, let them do it. SPP go do it for life. Una go there no more. Una take una self una go na that Parliamentary. Now the time una go know the citizenry of Sierra Leone. This kind of nonsense this. Una no get integrity. Una no get integrity as APC. Una no get integrity. Una undermine Samuel Kamara. Because I undermine una want for undermine him. The last I tell una, but una no dey. Now statistics they una no dey believe me na ko end up. Now this crucial I been talk about. Una don't see how it don't escalate. Now because it affect it affect bigger people and bigger fish now. So now they don't begin to take care because the corporate workers now they affect corporate workers. People are working in offices. People are working buy coat and tie. Now they affect now. So they don't begin feel say because once you affect that corporate worker they, you know what they do? You know, now destroy the economy of the country. So because these are the people they bring money kind of the country. These are the people where they ensure that the how you call them, the GDP able to get in actual way now because these are all sectors and where they work for ensure that everything work for make the country go before. So if you don't be affect them because I don't want to use them big words the way we go affect we the smaller man not going to understand. I want to use something where everybody go able to understand as to what they happen push them. But we'll not take about love the APC. The only thing they say if a mistake go under. That is the end of una beginning, or that's the beginning of una end. Trust me on this, because every one of us is bitter, and that is why we are willing to do everything possible for make sure say everybody is comfortable. You know, everybody is comfortable. We make sure say we put money them together for make them take care of them. We are willing. Even Sierra Leoneans here, they're willing for do that. We're not able to put 1,000. You say me, I go put me 1,000. I go put me 2,000. I'll put me 5,000. People are willing to do that. That is how desperate the people are. That is how willing the people are. But look, commodity. The next thing I want to talk about now this protest yesterday with regards to the women there. You know what? I will not be very emotional with regards to this. I will not. I will not be too, even conventional with this. Reason being, now these same women then, now they will see them go give money. Now they will see them so then go tell thank you to Mother Bio. From them market women there, then go na state house to Fatima Bio, na the lodge. Then go tell thank you, then go congratulate Mother Bio. I'm not emotional about this. If anything, I'm basically happy that it happened to them. Yes, tell me anything you want to tell me. I am happy that it happened to them. Let them clear all things. Let them clear the whole commodity. Because these are the people where, let me say this. When somebody sit down and they talk, say, well, not to be winner, sell with the sell, not to business, and they okay, go affect you one day. I've been put one story the last time about the push, the fall, the sheep, and the cow. The chief been get one girl picking where they na the compound, and the only picking and the way get. So after them begin and bog na the compound, Gambia going abong na the compound. So now they come together. The chief in West then say, you know what? Let make sure say we stop them they are rata there. So then too much na the compound. So somebody come with a suggestion, say let them put trap. Then Arata trap them. They all man making suggestion. Finally, they decide say let them put Arata trap. Before they put the Arata trap, now the push, now go to the fall. He say, he say this thing bad. He say the one for can't put trap. He say this thing go bad for we. We all go bad for we. He say no protest. Don't protest. Let them not put this trap. The fall say, what you have a business with trap? What you get for do with trap? Me no dey go na that bush. They say, we hear see me one day. I say, it's a job they tell you no more. Now you come on, they go to the ship. Now I say, brah. He say, this thing where they want for put so. He say, na trouble oh. He say, na for war. This trouble that they na for now all get this trouble. Now the ship say, bo bright safe bo. But you know they see me body. That trap they before catch me. Bodiabu, not to me kindly for cattle. But me, I don't know nothing for do that trap. I go to the cow back. The cow, same thing. The cow say, "Boy, look what big." In fact, he laugh, he laugh safe. He laugh like say, "Boy, say, Mr. Cat." Boy, say, "You know they see me body." No small trap like that. The way they do me. Okay, I say, okay. I just tell you now. This year na trouble for we all. And after they're done, and they go fix the trap. They're all on different sides. So they catch the arata there. They catch them. Oh, man, they glad. But one day, you know what happen? Na snake na catch. And you know what you do? Na the snake na tail na catch the snake. Catch the snake na tail. So snake in tail is very important to them. So the pikin they play when they play them balance ball yeah, so now the ball good. So the pikin go take the ball stretch here and the snake better. They do all thing, the pikin not survive, he die. Okay. 3 days. Now stranger them begin come and they say, oh, but let them when I go catch that fall, let them can't kill her. And the push go to the fall. I say, you say, see, bruh, I been telling her, say, let pull that arata trap. Let no make this, let protest for this arata trap. Una all say una not a protest. So you see, now you don't affect so. Fall. 7 days come, more people begin for come. And they say, but una go okay, 7 days they come, but una go kill that sheep. And the cat inside said, go back. He go back to the sheep. When the push go meet and I say, boy, see, I've been tell you, say no protest, you no agree. Finally, 40 days come, and the cow you turn for the 40 days. I go back to the car and I say, see, I be the tell. No protest. That is what happened to people. When we say, this is not my own business. This is not concern me. I'm not busy there. And the same thing when they talk to diasporans. Same thing when they talk to diasporans. Where they say, oh, I'm not to be business one day. I know this alone, not to be business. But it will affect you one day. Maybe one day, now your brother or your mama or your papa or your pikin ways until you get a salon and they go kill. That thing they don't directly affect you. Or sometimes now you host and they go broke. Or now you land and they go seize. It don't affect you directly. That make any trouble within a nation. It will affect every one of us. Nobody know for say me not be in the eye, you know they affect me. I tell people that me know they affect me in no way. Trust me. The only thing way they affect for me, now way I'm not able for go salon. Now the only thing that they will have, because some of us within the media now, we face the whole day at the airport now. They are the only thing that they, but nothing else. My family is well taken care of. At the dinner, I they feed my family well. None of them when I'm a family, they're not they go to, they're not they suffer. Even the one they were again a village, then days here so. Now I send back for them. Bags of rice and some money for let them take care of themselves. They will not, as long as I'm here, they will not suffer. So some of us before say me not to me business, I don't care, but let them try it. But you know why? Anything we get for do with salon business, it get for do with me also. So I tell you, anything we get for do with salon business, it gets for do with you. Not listen to distractors. You know most of them don't cost me. You know most of them don't PV me, they don't cost me, mama, they don't do all kinds of things. I don't care. Now that same people they don't tire. Then I same people that they send PV to me for that help them. You see Motorman. And they see your name, I don't sabi you, I don't know say if you don't cost me, then they can't ask me for help you. I will never do it. Let people suffer the consequences of waiting and do so. We will tell people that don't go to their rallies and now them pictures and them videos and they use now for say for go to the international community say we had the consent of the people. The people liked us. The people loved us. We will tell you now, no go. Let's say they can give you 2 million. No go, because you know what they do? It help them. It develop the resolve. It make them get momentum outside salon, because then pictures and them crowd and then they go show them get the people they support. Now they suffer na salon. Me, I in no way I need suffer. When I come, I eat anything I want. Every 6 months, I don't tell you now. Every 6 months, me 2 freezers. When they pull all things go through it, because that is the nutritional advice. After 6 months, anything when a perishable something, it's not good again. So every 6 months, we take everything from the freezer, we go through it and buy a fresh thing and put them back. That is what we do. Do you have that luxury in Sierra Leone? No, you don't. You don't get that luxury there in Sierra Leone. When the place hot so, I dey inside my house. AC they blow me 24 hours. Do you have that luxury in Sierra Leone? No. Now help with the help Sierra Leoneans. We are supporting the base. So sometimes when I can talk, not to me business. Me. You know they suffer. You say not to me business. Almost for bad rest. Almost for bad rest. Let me tell you something. If this thing Una self as Sierra Leoneans we dey on the ground. Una begin fetch una me not to me business. Oh, I will let them try this and that. Or the parliament, if you say that they do, or if you say that APC they do, you think you do me? You do yourself. If you say that APC parliamentarian, or APC they do. Now you say, I they see some people there. I don't know. Charles say one guy there, we get an encounter and be there, and he begin talk about in Papa APC we don't do in Papa bad and this and that. It would have venom there, and they talk bad about APC and this and that. You think that APC they do? Now the people of Salone now they suffer. Not to APC. Now the people of Salone. So when you think say now APC they do yourself. Not to APC they do. You get a venom day. I tell her, look, my friend, don't you they do so? It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. Your father's days, you know I can't tell people there. Me papa no go be slave to this man here so. Then me own pikin, it can't be slave back to that man they own pikin. That is what is happening. You don't become slave to the papa. You own pikin, they can't be slave back to that man they own pikin. Some of us kick against that. Some of us will kick against that because I will never be a slave to somebody else in Peking. I will not do that. Some of our fathers, my papa work for Socio-economic till he die. He work for him. I will not be a slave. I will not be a slave to other. No. I'm not. I don't pass that stage. For be a slave to somebody else in your Peking. Yeah, so tell me say before can be slave to come and tell on your Peking there. Because my papa work for and tell you what they call. Gonna be uncle. So me say before can be slave to come and tell on your Peking there. No, I'm not going to do that. I break that cycle. Become me not a slave. But you get them they when a slave then the SLPP pauper na slave they own where papa don't work for that one day the pa then they train your own picking back for work for the pa your own picking. Now so then they do. So that is a cycle. Not the advance so na slave upon slave. Become a slave to this one said become a slave to this. That is how you are and that is what you're going to be. That's how the people they want for be. No, me, I'm not a be slave. No. I make it very clear. No, me not a be slave. No, I'm not a be slave to nobody. I break that cycle. And I encourage my brother there. I know they say they not support party. We all the support party. But I will not be a slave to nobody. I will never be a slave to nobody. We should be equals. We should be equals. You need me help. If I need your help, if I go to you, you help me. I help you. That is what Sierra Leone is there for. No, you cannot be a slave to nobody. Don't be a slave. Papa become slave. Picking back become slave. No, boo. Change that cycle. Transform yourself. Una the youth there where they come and begin course and this and that SLPP. Una change. Una transform the cycle. Don't be a slave. You go see that slave there they can't just know. The slave there, you go see they can't they begin the slave there and they can't begin course just know. Because they are slaves. Anybody on a slave, then they behave so. You go see them can't just know that they can't begin course. The slave there. But I'm not sorry for the market women. I'm not sorry for them at all. I am not. I'm not emotional for them. Because you know when wait till situation happen, then you begin take action. No. You know go wait till the circumstances don't go beyond control now, then you begin take action. It will be too late. They're going to kick you guys off that place. They'll kick you off. They had the opportunity now, and they're going to do it. They're going to kick you off out of that place. There are certain things in the way, what a man, if they do, if they forget, say, if they come back and can't haunt you, if they haunt you well. I loved you guys. Why be they free turn? Even when they go free turn, I know they fucking go inside shop and buy. I would not fucking do that. I always go down to the people with the tables and everything. I buy from them. Because you know when you buy from those people, you know what they do? It help their family. It help. You know how many family they help when you do that? I don't fucking go to the shop. I don't damn go to the shop and buy. Even when I'm here, I go right down to the market and buy from them. Because I believe in those people. But they disappointed me. In so many ways, they disappointed me. I've been get principles there where I hold. Principles there. You know, I don't care. Accuse me of anyway, but I'm a nationalist. I have been to 51 African countries there. Somebody be the ask me today, me say, let me count the country there. I'll be an asshole to do that. I have seen how nationals and they behave. Go to Tanzania. Go to even Nigeria. When I was in West Africa, Nigeria, you see an Igbo man open shop na ya, an Hausa man dey na ya, an Hausa man open shop sometimes half a mile away. This Hausa man, you know, they buy to this Igbo man. If they left na ya, they go buy to that Hausa man yonder. You know, why make Salona they so stupid? Why we so stupid? Why we so morons then? If Hausa man get shop na ya, Igbo man dey na ya, if they left him, he go half a mile, he go buy to an Igbo brother. And we count to we Sierra Leoneans, eh? We are so stupid and dumb. And now make they go before. You go see that German common and country, Ghanaian common and country, common and country, Canada alone. It can't bet a party silent. You know why? Now the attitude we'll get, the bad way we get for we self. We too get bad for we self. We bad at. They all the kind of salon, Lebanese they can't today. Syrian, they common and Lebanon, popo one. Some of you you see, never can tell some of you a better way some Sierra Leoneans don't begin travel. Where we get Sierra Leoneans the way they go Lebanon. Some of us don't go there. One of the poorest in the world. But when they come salon, now they can't make money. In fact, we government officials here, they respect them past their own nationals here. Dumbness, then they cause that dumbness. We too dumb. Now make the people they don't faith in their minds. I talked to one Nigerian man. I'm not calling him because he's a well popular man at salon. I talked to him one day. You know what he told me? That was 2009, 2010. I was in Sierra Leone by then. He said Sierra Leone are gold mines for business. He said when people they not sabi business. You know, when they talk, like a friend of mine, when they talk, go deep. He say, when people they not sabi business. He say, you're a gold mine. He say, me, what come I see the gold mine? He say, you're a gold mine. He say, when people, he say, they're all they're lazy. He say, Sierra Leoneans are lazy. You say, go down here in Nigeria, they talk. Because they know, one thing about one leg, they know they hide when they talk. They're very outspoken and bold for talk. Then they tell you as it is. They say Sierra Leone, this is a gold mine. They say Sierra Leone, they're lazy. They don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. They just want for sit down and they beg. He said a gold mine. He said Sierra Leone is a gold mine. Why make you feel say Nigeria they don't bokuna salon, take them bokuna salon? Because it is a gold mine. Nigeria they go to a village, it make money in that village day. They don't do now all the capital cities in Africa. All the capital cities, they boku dey. Because salon don't become gold mine for them. It don't become a gold mine. Okay, talk about this. People like if you say, I am a nationalist. Tell me anything you want for tell me. I don't fucking go back to nobody other than a Sierra Leonean. Na saloon. And again for be somebody you have to be a nationalist. If you want you people that you want your economy for growth, you have to. These fucking damn people, they are all taking the money out of Sierra Leone. The Nigerians are taking the money. This guy, where show me in building, where they build like village. I look ping and say, wait, now this the way they do so, now they take build this. He said, yes. I don't want for call him, I don't want for put in name, I don't want for make him become a name. But I said that this the way they do so, this thing. Now they check build this house. He said, yes. I said, no lie. I said, he said, I will not lie to you. You are one person I would never lie to. This, what I'm doing here, is what got me this building. I'm not joking. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. A 2-story building, 10 bedrooms. You know what they sell? Cookery now they sell. Cookery. Not tell you now what they sell. Cookery now they sell. They don't develop that. They don't. Saloman. If you're not serious, we're not business oriented. That is our problem. Even when we the Western world and the diaspora, most of us are not business oriented. Within 4 years, I will show now. Waiting. I don't develop in Adepa because I work on it right now. Within the next 4 years, we are not business oriented, and that is what they are bugged with. And that is why I'm going to school back, because I am not going to work for anyone anymore. In the next 4 years, no way. There is no way I'm going to work for no fucking damn person in the United States. There's no way, because I have seen something. I'm working on it, and that's why I'm going to school to make sure I equip myself where I go for my own business. I go for do them. You understand? I know exactly what they do, and I know who that for employ, and I know that they do well. You know, one of the common Sierra there is too. I don't know how to put them. Until we become nationalists, foreigners they don't overcome Sierra Leone. The economy. Now they wouldn't take that money. And I mean, with our economy, it will not do well, because a majority of the people that were even government officials and they help when they give businesses there, then they give contracts there. You know what? Now foreigners there, and when they have that profit, you know what they do? They take the money outside Sierra Leone. You think it will help you because you want to say, you know, that man go get for bribe you, nobody no get for no, so you prefer for give somebody, let's take the money outside Sierra Leone. Rather than now, not to Gambia they benefit so from Sierra Leone, the resources of Sierra Leone. Gambia is benefit. You know how much structures that they go on a Gambia now. You know how much things that they go on a Gambia. Why are we not so smart? Why are Sierra Leoneans not so smart? Why? Gambians, the benefits out of Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone they suffer. And you get big fool there, when in another country they call them, say young people there, who go can they can't cause, when a slave them. These are slaves. Now SLP people are slaves there. And then they can't just they can't begin cause. Slave not for no. And they tell you slave, anybody who a slave, you not for no. Then now they're always subservient people there. They are slaves. Anybody who too subservient. Me no job not in America where they become subservient. It's not possible. Before that they left. Me where she submit me for that. Where make us I don't left it. I don't go to that work. Before I left, I don't already make me exit plan. My exit plan they pass I submit now my resignation now. I say I'm leaving. The next 2 weeks or 3 weeks I'm leaving. Then beg election I beg any kind way. I don't make up my mind. That make me one thing what they do first. I they sit down and think first. Is this the right decision to take? If I take this decision, what are the consequences? When I evaluate that one day, and I don't get any result, I don't know say if I left it go benefit me. I remember one job they were one for left, I know say it no go benefit me because the pay was high. I no go benefit me. I'll be at the loser. A patient day for stay I get a job. In as much as I be face a lot of issues there, but a patient day I get a job where I know say, you understand now the same thing at par with this one. I move. And they weigh the consequences they force before I take the action. Say Sierra they know they do that. You weigh your consequences and you take actions on your why have I go suffer? Why should I? Why should I? I don't fucking take no bullshit anymore from nobody. But why you for take that bullshit thing? You as young person, when they come up, you always become so subservient. They keep labeling this and that. I don't pass that stage. I never had advice from people, but I learned from my mistakes. Then there are so many mistakes I learned from. One of the mistakes they advise people there for learn for: don't ever beg anybody for nothing. I learned that mistake. Mark me words. Don't beg anybody for anything. Don't. It will be detrimental to you. I don't reach one. You know, I don't want to say some experiences because I don't want to put people there on the spot. You know, I mean, people that help me during my life. You understand? And where God can bless me, then feel say I owe obligation to them. So therefore talk to me anyhow, in as much as I'm better off than them now. At that point in time, I was better off than them. So because they don't help me, so you know what? I for become subservient. I for a whole obligation to them. I for when they can't bow down to them. No, I will not do that. I will never do that. You ask me for help, I will help you, but I will not be subservient to you just because you help me. And now they advise every one of me picking there, don't you ever beg for anything in your life. I learned that mistake the hard way. Don't. I never had that experience before. And I make her say, wise people, they learn from other mistake. I wish I before not see that from somebody else and not before told that same road day. But I learned the hard way. And I explain to me picking the kind life where where I go through. And I don't want to let them go through it. Don't beg anyone for nothing. Don't beg anyone. Because when you begin to do that, you know what they do? They want you become subservient to them. They want you become, you always make like push to them. That is what they want. Because they don't help you. I learned that mistake there. What can make her? I know ever beg to nobody. Ask people there. I been at this country for 8 months. I not get work. 8 months. I not ever go sit down and go beg to person. One day, ask them. One day, some of them they watch me. One day in Florida now. I not ever go beg to nobody. Because I have learned my lesson. I know one day, I know they beg to nobody. Anybody where you alter the past the media, they beg to people, they this and that. You know what I did? I don't judge you already. I don't like for judge person, but I dey judge you. No, like for going big. No. Stop doing that. Because people then will feel say you owe obligation to them. When God bless you, when things don't better off for you, you don't for talk big again. Oh. You know for anytime when you see them, if you become subservient, I will not do this and that. No, I will not do that. I will not do that. No. Don't become subservient to people. Don't stop begging people. I'd rather have you put a proposal to me. Not beg me. Put a proposal. Call me for be partner with you. Let us be part. No more trust not again. Especially Sierra Leoneans. You go get other types of Asians. Una go do business, una go do in partnership. You dey do the business, you dey sponsor and for do the business. It go do it pay you money, it begin for give you interest and everything. Una go for long, but not Sierra Leonean say. I'd rather have you be my business partner. We go into business, we do something. But stop begging people. I learned my lessons the hard way. I don't want you to learn your own lesson. Only fools learn from their own mistake. They say wise people learn from other people their mistake. Only fools learn from their own mistakes. I would never allow, you understand, for make I go that road day. Of course, I don't pass that age day now. I don't pass that stage. But I'm just talking to young people. For some of you now, like for going big this and that. You could become somebody go want you become subservient to them. Somebody go want let you always butu to them because it don't help you. You don't beg them. You don't put yourself below to them. Let me tell you something in life. Everybody they go through life experience. They go through sometimes a hard way. I can tell you for free. For me, I went to them make somebody they say, sometimes people then they say poor people then, the suffering of other people then. No, that is not true. You get exceptional. You get cases saying yes, the situation they can happen. But me believe say poor people they mostly now they're able for see, the suffering of people then through their new experience. And they're able for now that make another allow me immediate family in a salon for suffer. Because I went through suffering. I tell you now Makeni, I picked up mangoes in the dustbin. Picked up mangoes where then they go trash. I picked it up, wash it, boil it for survive. In Makeni. Not to one dreamland or what's they call or one. I'm telling you, I will give you the streets and name. Here the streets. Manette Street, Ajude Street. These are two places I lived. I went to the market, picked up mangoes. We person that don't sell tea, they go trade the mangoes and then at the dustbin. I picked those mangoes, wash, boil them. When I go sit selective, now I've been common interest. When I go sit, I not get crepe for go sit. Crepe, I not get. One bobo, rotten crepe. The crepe, now the hillside, nothing other day. The hillside. And the day they mask the ground. Because of their foot I be they go school with. At the day they mask the ground, you dey wear shoes if you like say not to shoes you wear because that hillside, all side, that round side, all side it hit on the ground. But I went there, go na the school was sit na Penlap, Sabi Penlap for go Kamakwe. At the Roman Catholic school na there sit. Na me can force. At the entire school. I want to go check the records. 1981. I suffered in school. I went to Albert Academy Form 1. I go barefoot. Inside Freetown for that matter. Inside Freetown. 1981. Barefoot. Albert Academy, Form 1. So sometimes where some of us they talk, I can hate when somebody they say poor people they don't care about the company poor people. It's not lie, not to true that. It not be true. Some of the experience we will go through, I don't want to let nobody go through that experience. If I dare in a situation, I will do everything possible for ensure that somebody not go through the kind of situation we went through. Because it's horrible. It's horrible. I will not allow somebody, me and me brother them, they go tell you their experience, me small brother them. They went through, this the last one I mean better small, but the one what immediately called. We went through a whole lot of stuff, the two of us. The last brother even get a little bit of leverage because they left unto one way uncle. No, we not Chief Dura, Chief Almami Dura the second. But for me and my immediate brother, we suffered a whole lot. And they help people that need help. When God can make and get this job, when an international job, people that feel say, I should be subservient to them. I should be still, and that same but why be the help today? I should be. No, listen, I don't care whether I'm the King of England. I will never bow down to anybody. So even the Queen of England, maybe I know the King of England, I will never see him because me, I know they ever bow down to nobody. Never ever. That is one thing I don't learn in life because of the way how people them want for treat me. I will never for say how they go only and make. I will never do it. I will never do it in my lifetime. Never ever. I don't see that possible. Not even the Pope. I don't will ever bow down for nobody. Because I don't want to be a slave. I am not a slave. Now only a slave now they bow down to anything they call. These are the same thing where colonial things away then still they bring up. I will not do it. I will not bow down to nobody. Not even the King of England. Not even the Pope in Italy. I will not do it. We are going to shake hands. If it has to be shake hands, we shake hands. That's it. That's the best I can do. But I will never bow down to nobody. To nobody. Never in my life. Because I am not that type of person. You know, because once you begin to do that, you don't become subservient. Once you begin to do that, you don't become a slave. I'm not going to bow down to nobody. To nobody. I see people there, well, especially the Nigerians here. They never grown for possibly. I will not do that. I will never do that. I will not. I have been to Nigeria on several occasions. I don't go to several places there, several occasions there. Even inside the church. In fact, inside the church, it worst. Then they do inside the church. Then they do. I went there and I go see the General Secretary of the Baptist Convention in Nigeria. I just see when they bow down. Oh man, no, me no they do. I know they do. Why go not shake your hand? I will not. I will never ever bow down to nobody. Not even me, daddy. Not even me, daddy. I no go bow down to nobody. The only person who deserve bowing down is a supernatural being. We exceed human. I don't go phantom myself bow down for a human being. No. The only person who deserves me bowing down now a supernatural being. That is all. Ancestors they don't die. I can bow down. God, I can bow down to them. But not a human being where they exist I will bow down to. There is no way I will do that. You know, this is how you become slave and subservient. This is how you become somebody where I will not do that. I will never bow down to nobody, to no human being. Pope, King of England, no, I'm not going to do that. So probably I will never see the King of England, never, ever, because I will never bow down. I will never do it. So I would rather. I know they seek for accolade. I know they seek for anything. These are human tendencies there. I know they seek for them. I don't need them. These are not things that I know they bow. It's only supernatural being I go bow down to. I don't go ever bow down to any human being where they live on earth, where they breathe like me. I will not bow down to them. Because that is how you begin to make yourself a slave, a colonial slave. That is how you begin to make yourself a colonial slave. Because that is what we are used to. We don't become colonial slaves. And up till now, they follow we back. The colonial slave mentality is still they follow we. Papa they don't live, grandpapa they don't live the colonial era. We say in our modern times, we they still live that they still a subject to it. Don't live to a colonial. Before that, don't give me. If you say they go give me sir for make I kneel down, I don't want that. Oh sir, so I therefore bow down to the king first. No, I'm not doing it. That accolade delay left. I don't want that. I mean it. Except you don't know me. The other one know me, they know what I talk. I mean it. I don't need it. Because of the same colonial degradation. Now that one, the colonial degradation. Colonial. Let me tell you, but let me finish this talk with regards to foreigners that we don't become so powerful as alone. That is what Guineans they don't come as alone with no paper, with nothing. Then come, then do what they feel for do. Then come as alone, then make all kind of things, then become powerful past even the Sierra Leoneans. Nigerians they don't come as alone. They don't do all kinds of things. They don't become powerful even more than the Sierra Leonean. Then they go police. Then they take the Nigerian side than the Sierra Leonean side. That is what our police are used to doing in Sierra Leone. Ghanaians the same thing. Lebanese, of course, they was. Lebanese they go pay for you now. They tell you say I go deal with you. I go pay for you back in the police. Not that what they will be done during the 80s. These are APC time. You know, because we they talk about all things. Everybody. I mean, I make I can tell people that me na APC, but me who say APC go bad, I will tell them. I will tell APC say una bad this, una do bad, and that now what you would expect the SLPP power for too. Who say SLPP go bad, tell them say they go bad. Because if you not to that, we are living in a country wherein everything goes. I hope you understand that word there. I hope you understand that American word there. Everything goes. Because we can, if we not go look with party then yeah, and tell them say you did wrong, then I'm sorry. Everything goes. Let me round up by saying we get one of the worst economy in the history of Sierra Leone. One of the worst. Whilst other economies they thrive. Our economy. Now for the forum. Now I tell you about Rwanda. This I'll continue for big because you see Rwanda. We should be ashamed because Rwanda now 2.5, 2 and 3/4, 2 3/4. Now they can't size saloon. Rwanda they can't size saloon 2 times 3/4. That is how small Rwanda to Sierra Leone. But 2019 alone, then foreign direct investment, you know how much it make up? $2.4 billion. Foreign direct investment, $2.4 billion. You know what that they mean? A small country like Rwanda. I tell you that the last time. For go look the chimpanzees and then what they call baboon there. Then gorilla there, man. That's what they call gorilla. $8,000. $1,000. You are good. I said no, I don't pay this kind of money. I'm not able for good. I said no, me not they pay this kind of money. I know, no, $1,000. No, I don't know. That enough for the American, the Europeans. They pay that, but I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for go. But they pay it. Then they pay that money. Then go watch them grow. $1,000. $2.4 billion direct foreign direct investments. Ghana, they're enormous. For 2021, Ghana then foreign direct investments. Now $2.6 billion. No more na salon 0.022. No, it doesn't 0.022 foreign direct investment. It's sad, to be very honest. It's sad. I will say nothing. Before, for me, I will say nothing. Now, nothing. A country like Rwanda, small Rwanda, 2019, now $2.4 billion foreign direct investment. And we're playing. Ceylon is playing. And look at what we get in more than what Rwanda get. What Salon get in more than what Rwanda. Salon is bigger than Rwanda 2 and 3/4. Can you imagine a country they can inside another country 2 times? Rwanda they can inside Salon 2, 3/4. Almost 3 times. Now in Rwanda, they go inside Salon. That's how small Rwanda be. But look at the strides the way that they make. Look at the investment. Look at the advancement. Look at the exposure. You know how much they pay for that Arsenal name where they get that Arsenal vest? Rwanda? More than $10 million they pay every year. That name, Visit Rwanda. Now the Arsenal, they're very $10 million they pay every year for advertise. Well, we know Salon. You don't compare Salon. What are you talking about? Some people that begin talk about Salon. What should they talk about Salon? If I begin give segments of other countries that were smaller than Salon, what thing they do? They can't tell me about Salon. I beg, not even talk about Salon. me when them one for them. But you see, I tell you one thing. We for stop this thing for begin massage a government when they do well, or when sometimes they do small, we begin massage. Make comparison with other countries. When you make comparison with other countries and you see how other countries that they advance, you see how other countries that they go before, baby, you go sit down back and shame. You shame by yourself. What are we doing? You get people that they go sit down and they make like say our country is falling apart. Our country is basically falling apart. Then you the country they fall. God, I tell you, I beg for the one that we get leprosy. I am not meaning to which they call. I have relatives so we get them. But let me tell you something. We get leprosy. We start for developer, which they call it. They begin lost fingers there, one after the other. That is what we are going with here. We are losing our fingers one at a time. One at a time. With a loss we finger there, one at a time. What are you talking about? You talk about investments and this and that, they go begin make most of airport, begin make most of this and that, and people are making serious investments. $2.4 billion, a small country like Rwanda. They can't begin talk. But you see, the problem with Ceylon, we mind too small. Some people don't ever left Salon. Some people are just saturated in Ceylon. They don't go no sign. If they go some sign up and conference when they come out and come back to Salon, they have never gone to vacations. Of course, we don't get South South they go now. Now Dubai, now Turkey, the two side away Sierra Leone and they go now. These are countries away. You know they see the outside wall. If you them two countries, then they fasting for go. You will never see the outside wall. And, you know you will never see the operations of the outside. Where you go now, beauty no more the concentrate. You see that where you see that skyscraper. Then this and that you collect it, you turn back. You don't even learn a lesson. People don't even ask. I remember somebody made a talk on this bit about asking questions. When you see something, ask. You know, try for no. Where can I ask about many things there. I know a lot of places there. I know what in there exists. I know how this place came to be. I know how Florida came to be. I know what happened there. I know everything. So when you ask me, I'm able to tell you. I'm able to explain to you. Even the one that when them born there, so I can talk about Florida, I can talk about here, I can talk about. Then they take it and say, "We know Sabida and this." I remember once I was to go walk the street in name, and the guy was found Florida, and I named that. I said, "You know this name, and you know how it came about." They not Sabi. Also, I explain it and say, "Well, the person will get this name also." Now I found Florida. They don't know it. Any side we go, amass yourself. Make yourself relevant. By knowing the people, knowing about the area. Do we know our existence as Sierra Leoneans? Many people don't even know. You ask people, you know, but again, you get people that way they try to misunderstand people there about the existence of Sierra Leone, whether they're not the first people there, we can salon, whether they exist, whether they can later, this time. They try for just, you know, but some of us, when are historians, I can look, you know, and they laugh because, you know, you cannot fool people. If you know one can be educated, okay, you go fool people. But not to one get educated. There are several other people that are educated also, that are from other places, that know history, that know where they came from, that know how it happened. Not to you one. You know, people like for justify stuff just because it get for do with their tribe. They like for justify things there because it get for do with their tribe. You cannot deceive people. And I'll continue for talk about this idiot who call himself Kutubu Koma. When they listen, I'm sorry for una. Because of social deception. Until you begin to read, you see the deception. They talk about what they call, where Sam Milton Magaka, who they call him brother. Now then the tribal business, they all start. Call him Mende people, they all doing a camp together. You think we don't know that? We don't think people don't sabi that? People know. We know. Who are historians? We know. That make me, nobody will tell me about Joe Edi Ali. Because one of the tribalists there, they one in there. When deceive Sierra Leoneans by the short history of Sierra Leone. What the man what they call all the tribal people there, what they call? Now they force the team begin for Poil. Because other people that begin say, but this sort of tribal business. So they begin talk about say for pull the capital free town for can go Bangbatuk. Some of them don't know that history they say. Some of us we they tell we uncool, tell some of us their history they. Me uncle, I mami do the second. If you know, who would know? I know. I say, you know history. The man is a historian. Begin talk for pull the capital city from Freetown for Kango. When I say that today they begin this thing, not to today they begin this thing. This thing don't begin to long time, long time before some of us they born. They want pull the capital city from Freetown to Bangbatuk. But then the problems they all begin for camp. And then the issues they first begin for camp. What matter be okay, not to the same thing you want to do for go build airport na bo. Whose economic way that they go give to Sierra Leone for go build airport. You know, I don't understand how these people they think. I really don't understand how they think. You get again, the man Milty. Let me go people. Oh, Milty Magai said that. Now one of the most tribalists they know, the Milty Magai. Now one of the tribalists will be the first creator for wear traditional clothes. If I know one for wear not by force, anybody who forgo it must be papa for wear traditional clothes. What kind of trouble this now, for God's sake? Well, I left this. Kutubu, if you say that you sabi history, let me tell you, say you not trash when it comes to history. Now trash you they talk. Now trash you they talk. You don't go and one for lie and people. You know they lie for nobody. And we, some of us who know history, we they come after una. That narrative when we have been on push from 1961 to now. You know they work again. Media don't make. We all don't sabi. Then that narrative when they push for what they call. You know they work again. They be one for make Samiti Magai like saying an angel and this and that. One of the most tribalist people in that country. Where that country don't ever produce. Now Samiti Magai. If you don't know him. But when I sit down, when I wait, you know not sabi them people also. If you see brother, they kill him brother for power. Watching they will know the one the people are not they do. when I sit down, when I don't know what will happen. If you see brother, they take him brother, killer for power. One belly brother, a killer for power. I know they go far. We don't know the story, we don't know. They are the one old people that won't know what I don't talk so they know. You think they get cyber now? Why is it somebody taking your brother? Your brother. He plan. He kill his brother. Because she want power. But hello left there. That story that they all do, they pull them more. They talk about them. And not talk about that story then they. I see that they venerate Lansan what they call Lansana. You ladies and gentlemen, let us go too far. I'll be telling us that they go too far, but I cannot think. I'm one more talk. The last thing I'm going to talk about that is Council of Churches in Sierra Leone. Let me tell you one thing. Some of us who didn't in a church business for 19 years, we know what it bring about that letter the way the Council of Churches right. We know. We have and get people the way they support the Council of Churches there, where they are against what happens so during these elections. And they will not give their money if the Council of Churches not come with a statement. These are people I know, where democratically sound and weighing them. If a Council of Churches not come with a position, they will not put their money. And I guess most of them have said it. That is why they came. This is not purposeful. It's not meaningful. It's not something they meant. It is because they want to please their donors. They want to please their donors. So they will come out and make these things, to make their submissions. But it is not something they meant. Something they meant. Yeah, so good evening, my brother Charles. Hey, Charles Samuels, how are you doing? Great to hear from you guys. Thank you very much. All right, Abdullah, Godwin, Aisha, wanna welcome. But let me round up here. They would not receive anything if they don't have a position. I've been in church business for 19 years, so I know I don't claim the rank thing, I don't become reverend and everything. So I know exactly what they talk about. It is not something you just, let me tell you, when people are not genuine, and people are not conscientized, they don't get conscience. Only one thing they care about is about themselves and their safety and their own protection. I tell you about this guy na Uganda, Jenani Luwum. the Archbishop of the Anglican Church in Uganda during the time of Idi Amin. The man look Idi Amin at the eye and tell and say what you do wrong, killing people, doing harm to people, imprisoning people and all of them. And he kill him for that. He kill him for that. But the man knew, because Idi Amin don't kill a lot of people. And so, but the man knows say, I go be rather, stand and say things where we're waiting to call and please me, master, when na God, than pleasing Idi Amin. And he choose the former for please in God. For telling Idi Amin say you are wrong. What you do the people of Uganda is wrong. Killing the people of Uganda, doing this to the people of Uganda, leave them alone. A killer for that. But today when we talk about Uganda, you cannot talk about Uganda, you don't mention Jenani Lowum. You cannot. People they go pilgrimage. People they go on a tourist visit to this man in gravesite, in tomb, in statue. People want to protect themselves than protecting the citizenry, the people of Salome. And that is where we are. Uneasy lies the head that wear the crown. If you wear that crown, you must all take responsibility for that crown where you wear. If you want to get a position, you want to be leader, you must take responsibility. You cannot be a leader, whether you be a Muslim leader or a Christian leader, and fail for take responsibility. You must be able to take responsibility. That's what makes a leader a leader. How can you be a leader, then you hide now you feather? They take you head, you hide and now you feather. Well, let nobody not see you. Because you afraid for your life. But you they take that salary day, that money day, they call you leader, all man respect you, but yet you don't want to take responsibility. Now the last time I tell people, I make mention of that. I say Sierra Leoneans need for take responsibilities of their actions. Why now? Council of Churches, why now? For 5 years. 5 years. You sat there. You didn't do anything. Why now? Because the financial doors then don't begin close. That the same thing that they do the civil society organizations say. The financial doors and they don't begin close them. So some of them they cannot, they begin talk half true. They talk half true no more than keep quiet back. Because the financial doors have been closed on them. The only person they support them down a mother bill. So why now, Council of Churches? Why now? Why would they see you now? Now the same thing then have churches and the organization then church groups and this and that. Nobody's saying a word. Everybody's afraid. Cowards. These are just cowards. Me, if I be this alone, I would have made a statement. If I did lead any organization, Christian organization, I would have made a statement. Let them can't arrest me. I would have made it. Everybody's afraid. These are cowards. Then they go chin up in a church and the mosque them back, then they tell people there about sacrifice. Can you imagine? I don't even want to hear about sacrifice now, not than all. And then they go chin up. When it comes to financial way, then they tell people that for make sacrifice. But they are not able to make sacrifice for the people. When they want to give them money, want to make sacrifice for God. And they are not able to make the sacrifice for God, for the people. Don't tell me. You see, don't they? Cowards. These are all cowards. Cowards. When they ready, they begin make gang camp at the people there. But when camp are to protect the people, they become cowards. They don't become silent. They don't become mumu. And mumu leader they will get a salon. Mumu pastor and imam there, they will get a salon. Mumu there. That's also mumu there. You don't get mind for protect you. You don't get mind for talk. You don't get mind for talk. Make a simple statement. Simple statement. If you don't incriminate, I don't tell anybody say the statement for being incriminating. No. But that simple statement where you go make as a church, we stand. We make a statement. Because some of you don't go tight time on yourself. Don't go tight time on yourself. You can't, you're not able to say nothing, you don't go tight on yourself. Some of us, from my day college, they know me. Say me na one push away hot-headed. Very hot-headed. Why they won't know me? Well, at the college, I was a vice president of the student union. I did a Boku department. I was foreign affairs at one point. I became sports minister at other time. I became what else? Something else, you know. Well, I don't forget, you know. They know me say I'm hot-headed. I don't take mess, you know. I give you a story about when the president, the one for why we don't left office now. I still in a college, but we don't left office. You know, I mean last year I decided to concentrate on because say no one nothing. Then we want for choose something for the college. The first thing where the person say, you say before we make this choice, we can go to this man. Say very critical. If he's okay with it, it's fine. They bring the thing to me. That was I think that would be a vest. I mean, yeah, a jersey. A jersey we want for use for play football because I was in the team. I be the play number 8. I they play 8 and 10. So they know me say if I not like I know they wear. I know they play. I don't care what they do. If I not like I know they play. So they bring and come. They can't go to my house. I'm a dumb. They can't go meet me. It's not, hey, we're making this decision for buy this jersey. So I don't know if you go. I know the jersey. What they call the first year I tell them the color. Yes, it match which we college color. That's okay. Everything else work together and everything. Then I say when I make a purchase. I know they're not government too. I know they're not government, but they know the kind of person I be. You know, but. My brother, morals not in a salon. Morals, don't forget about morals. The pastor they wait for and the imam they wait for me. I make way people the way I can see some people there. Okay. What you see some people that they can't cause for pastor then, cause for imam then, or cause for religion. It depends me. You know why? Now the dumb people then they always they do that. The one they way dumb. We don't know. Like you know one story. I don't know if some of you don't see that story in a Parliamentary news because I can like for watch some of his stories the way he waiting go Parliamentary news. This pastor, that Don Suleiman, one of his pastor, they waiting at Spain. Go meet this family. You know them guy, them fanatics, they will let God business. They dip and go any side and they inside the church. You know this guy na usher. This guy inside the church, and one of the guys they will be get paper. In fact, if not the only guy will be get paper, the pastor will be the make sure they not get no paper inside Spain. So they asked this guy for making stand as guarantor for the hall where they go rent. Remember, they go take the big hall. They not reach almost. They go take this hall also. This man now don't happen. They don't go for how many years. They know they pay for this hall. But I wonder how they manage it. They go that number of they know they pay for that all day. It rack up to 30-something thousand euros. One day the lady, the woman, the man in West now go to bank for go withdraw money. This man they pay I think 1,100 euros. They go now for go take money for go pay rent. They don't put 1,000 euros na their bank account. Now he call the cashier. What happened? I see they don't pull. Now he say well they send a court order for make them put that money there on our account. So now he call him. They say they call your husband. The husband call the bank. The bank say well now so thing happen. Una owe debt for the whole una be the waiting they call for. This man don't get this pastor don't get this decision. Yeah, so he not tell the man nothing. The court don't take this decision also because they ain't going to the court and not tell the man nothing. Tell them pull this money out of my account. Go meet the pastor. Pastor say, well, I'm not being get chance that they work on something for make sure say we able for say. I say, but pastor, if you don't tell me. If you don't tell me. The woman not able for pay, they're not able for pay rent, then give the eviction notice. You see how people they behave? Call himself the pastor. Pastor. Now they behave so to church member, somebody we try decide for help the church. I make Parola say, he say that for some of una we una don't take religion like say that who can we talk about religion, una begin course. But these are people who come now for make money then can. Go to Rwanda, Paul Kagame, you know what he say? Paul Kagame say if you want to start a church that Rwanda, you forget first degree. If you want to start a church in Rwanda, I mean not to Rwanda, Paul Kagame say you forget a first degree. Even mosque, the imam, you forget a first degree before you start a fellowship in country. That is what Sierra Leone need for do. Which kind mushroom? Somebody cost come out. You know you finish SS. You have to go be pastor. Now they count them deceptive messages there, scatter marriages there, scatter family relationships there. Go talk say this person the witch, in papa the witch, in mama the witch. Hey, boy, you that person mama the witch, you know witch and you get a small one, no eat her. We no able to do nothing. Now we don't big like they go witch again. Anyway, people are able for beer. You know witch and way small. Now we don't big like they go witch her. You know what you make the pastor they do that? They want to alienate you from your family. They not get at you to village. Then they tell you, so, oh, you village that they not for gonna because one thing that they do now for alienate you from your family, alienate you from your village, alienate you from your town, so that they get you to themselves. That is what they are doing. They want to get you to themselves. One day, one pastor in a salon, something happened and my papa and who and this and that, so they call this and that. Hey, you get prophecy for me. That's a pastor. You prophecy, keep on to yourself. Yeah. Me papa not tell you say me not been pastor for 19 years. I say please keep your prophecy to yourself. No. Because what did they do? Then they go find somebody who sabi you. Then they begin ask information about you. Now that prophecy then they can't tell you saying a prophecy. These are I don't know how to call them. These are vipers looking for somebody for vipers, zombies, vampires. You know what a vampire now for suck your blood, you financial blood. Then they suck by you. You know they know. Some of them now the diaspora, then they are salon and they give a message. Now somebody that salon and they give them a message and they hey man of God don't say that she don't go take your money, only go give them. Me I know they give no damn fucking nobody. I prefer for help people. When I help people, you know, and they get satisfaction. I don't tell people they me money. I know they ever put them on mosque and they ever put them on church. For build church or for build mosque, I know they ever do them. I don't tell them, I say me, I rather build the person capacity, human capacity. I know they build church. No, build the human capacity. Because that same money there, the pastor they go buy motorcar, then he begin bluff this. He live in a good house. Then you know what? The people are living a desperate life. Whilst they are living luxurious, when they live well, then the people are living a desperate life. Because that day, I don't know. Some of you, I don't know what it's like. Na last month they go give for drink, so una don't lost all una senses there. All una senses there, right? It don't lost. If you know, I know they say a person. I mean, I know they ever say a person not go church. I know they ever say a person not go mosque. No, that is not what I'm saying. But the church and mosque where they go, get a sense of direction. Get a sense of direction. Not go to church from morning to night. You go lay down the whole day. Then if you say God go bless you, it will not happen. It will not happen. Then you expect say that somebody when they overseas or somebody when they salon when they work very hard, now for they support you every day for the then you say that God in blessing. That is not God in blessing. Now begging life you they live through. It is not God's blessing. Somebody when they work very hard, he say go give you almost 1,000. Then you say that God in blessing. It is not. You are deceiving yourself. You just deceive yourself. Go find thing for do. Go find work for do. Look at when people, that family, they suffer as pain right now. They suffer as pain. I hope they're not evicted. Me concern for them, I hope they're not evicted. But the man gets himself for blame. Me that person they know they now make me actually see something on the internet. Oh, we they give this, for make this. I tell somebody called me from Ghana saying they pray for me like I get money. And I say, my brother, if I don't work for another getter, go pray for somebody else. In they make not to pray, they make something for people there for make them get money. I say, I don't want that money, they are big. Go give somebody else. Me, I don't want. The man they command me on the phone. Now I say, get the hell out of my phone, please. Get the hell. Don't command. Who are you command? You feel another one with subservience. You they command me on the phone. Hey man, listen. I say, shut up. What are you the command? You know who they talk to? That is what they do to you. Because they want to subject you. They want to subject you. But all the same, I'll go left on an so far anyway. Wanna take care. But all the thing I don't say, I hope it's sinking. And I hope it help we all for realize say, look, salon that we all get them. Let us not allow foreigners for can take over salon. Yeah? Let us not begin fight yourself to a point we allow foreigners there because that is what is happening. We fight to say at the point we allow foreigners there for can take over. When I mean take over, it's not going to be physical take over, but it will be with economy. Then take them. Like now foreigners they run with economy. There's nothing we can do about it because we know the problem is we're not equipped with your nationals there. Government officials and both APC and SLPP they make the same mistakes and they are not going to pull nobody out. APC, SLPP made the same mistake. It was during APC. We see Lebanese and they get many contracts there. Fulaman and they get many contracts there. That's alone. Even in Nigerians then they give them contracts there. That's alone. Then left the nationals there. And that is what that the backlog that they will suffer so right now. SLPP can do worse. They do the same thing. Then do worse pass down this. Now Gambia. Now they will see so Gambia. Now then we wealth they go. We wealth is going to Gambia. Nobody saying anything. We all because me and SLPP supporter no. When it comes to national issues, we for put away we party when them they close there. We fight for national issue. When you are losing your country to another country, that is what we are doing right now. We are losing Sierra Leone to Gambia. And people don't care. Everybody just sit down. We are all satisfied. We enjoy ourselves. Gambia the better. If you say the man go vex, it is glad. Because any improvement in Gambia, na borrow na they get praise. Not to anybody else. Now they get praise. He say the country they develop. And our own country is suffering. Fatima Salon people there. The way they talk about Fatima Bio, people they can't defend them. They can't defend them. Anyway, Salon will get a long way for go. And these are young people there. Okay? Then they steal their future. Then they steal the people that have stolen your future. They don't give their own picking on your future. Then thief on your future, then give their own picking there. Tell us, you they smile about it, then they defend the person back. At the height of stupidity. That one day, I ever see amongst Sierra Leoneans. They don't thief you destiny. They don't take her, they don't give you own picking there. Then they come back, they can't defend the person. Now whose height of stupidity that one way past that one day? All the same. I'll go for left and Ayaso. Wanna take care. I hope I will come back tomorrow. I sure say I will come tomorrow Saturday. I'll come tomorrow and we will talk about issues that borders our country. Thank you so much. Respect to all of you.